Blanquita Walsh had her heart set on a fine arts degree from the University of Texas. But there was a life hurdle that got in the way. Her father died unexpectedly, so it was back home to San Antonio, where she got a job as a studio artist at TV station KLRN. A copywriting job opened up at K-Buck Radio, and with that move came a name change too. BQ. The owner of the radio station thought Blanquita was a $25 handle, certainly not a name you'd ever see on a belt buckle. So just when she was getting used to BQ, opportunity knocked again, and it was KITE that offered her a huge opportunity. But it came with another name change. But half the billing on the Tom and Tony show was something she'd have to settle with. Blanquita soloed her very own morning show on KSJL and made some memorable radio with Hall of Famer Bruce Hathaway on 55 KTSA. She even came full circle with Bruce on the No Bull Network just a few years ago. From Texas, she traveled to our nation's capital, where Blanquita worked for 3 presidents. She had a syndicated program on Radio America Network and appeared on television shows on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and the BBC. BQ is the annual host of the Memorial Day Parade in Washington, D.C. Her work has garnered multiple commendations and awards, including being named one of the top 25 talk hosts in the country by USA Today. But she never cut her ties with Texas and now co-hosts a weekend online program called Lone Star Saturday with renowned San Antonio broadcasting legend Gary DeLon, and her daily radio show, The Hard Question, can now be heard on WCGO on the Smart Talk Network. There's only one named award in the history of this organization, and each year it is given to the most exceptionally qualified candidate submitted. Admittedly, that's a pretty crowded field. But this year's Sammy Award goes to Blanquita Cullum, a 2020 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
I am thrilled to be inducted into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. Thank you so much. And to receive the prestigious Sammy Award for trailblazing for women in the industry, well, hey, it only took me 40 plus years to get there, and you can't quite see the machete behind my back right now because the trailblazing continues. I want to send a great big hug and lots of love to Lee Woods, Sonny Rio, Hector Reyes, and of course to you, Josh Holstead, for what you've done all these years, for honoring our colleagues in the industry. You're making a difference. You've made a difference, and good luck on your new journey. Now, meanwhile, I want to thank my daughter, Blanquita Sullivan, my son-in-law, Mike, my granddaughters, Eloise, Eva, and Amelie, and my wonderful son, who's also in the business. He's a journalist. And his beautiful son, Henry James Cullum. To all of you, much, much love. But remember this. Oh, and by the way, you're seeing the guy behind my shoulder here, George. Well, we're on a mission here. I can't quite tell you what it is. It's quite undercover. But I am encouraging all your big, beautiful Texas voices, whether you're in news or music or whatever it is, rock and roll. Remember, the freedom of speech depends upon the guidance from the Lone Star State. So with that, I send you my heartfelt thanks, and know I appreciate it more than you'll ever imagine. And say goodnight, George.